Hey guys, welcome back to Forza Horizon 4. So today we'll be doing a drag build and tune for this 2005 Hot Wheels Mustang. So if you enjoy the video or find it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright, so first we're going to bring our Hot Wheels Ford Mustang up to the festival drag strip so we can see how fast it is by the speed trap at the end. So pulling up to the line here, we're going to launch this car from about 5,000 RPM, just drop it there. It will spin in first gear, but we caught traction by second, up to fourth, now fifth, and we crossed the line at 282 kilometers an hour. So now we'll take the Hot Wheels Mustang into the festival drag strip race so we can see how fast it is against other cars, as well as getting a quarter-mile time by the end. So launching here, we are first, up into fourth, now fifth gear, and we crossed the line. We won that pretty easily, and we got a time of 8.6 seconds. Alright, so now that we've seen how fast the Mustang is, we'll now take it into the festival and I'll show you how to upgrade and tune it. Alright, so first if we come into the custom upgrade menu with a stock Mustang, you want to come over to the conversions first and into engine swap. You will be putting in the 7.2 litre racing V8. Then we'll come into drivetrain swap and put on all-wheel drive, and we'll also do the twin turbos as well. So out of conversions, now into tires and rims. We can't change the tire compound here, so we're just going to make the front and rear tires as wide as possible, and we'll change up the rim style so we can save some weight. So out of tires and rims, we're now going to come into drivetrain and just max everything out in here. So a race clutch, race transmission, race driveline, and the race diff. Now back out of drivetrain and into engine. Here we're going to change to a race fuel system, race ignition, race engine block, race twin turbos, race intercooler, and finally the race flywheel. So that's it as far as the upgrades go, so you can go ahead and apply all of these. Alright, so now that we've upgraded our car, we can come down to the tuning menu down here. So first I'll show you the metric tune, and then I'll show you the differences for the imperial tune, and I'll leave the tune code on screen now. So for the tire pressures, you want to bring these down to 1.0 bar in the front and the rear. Then if you come over to gearing, we're going to set our first gear up to 3.10. Just like that, and then second gear we're going to bring this up to 2.15. Third, we'll set this to 1.65. Fourth, we're going to set this to 1.25, and fifth gear we're going to set this to 1.00. So next we'll come over to the alignment, and we're going to set our front and rear camber angles back to 0 degrees. Then if you come down to the front cast angle, we're going to set this to 7 degrees. Then if we come over to the springs tab in the front, we're going to set this way down to 75.0, a fair way down to there. Go 75.0, and in the rear we're going to set this to 110.0, just like that. Then next, we've come over to the dampening. We're going to set our front rebound stiffness to 3.6. Come down to there, 3.6, and in the rear we're going to set this to 6.9. And then for the front bump stiffness, we're going to set this to 3.4. And in the rear we're going to set it to 6.2. Now if we come into aero, we're just going to set our front and rear downforce to as low as possible, which will be 81 in the front and 131 in the rear. And finally, in the differential tab at the end, we're going to set our front acceleration to 85%, and in the rear we're going to set this to 90%. And then finally the center balance, we're going to set this to 70%. So that's it as far as the metric tune goes. Now I'll show you the differences for the imperial tune. Alright, so as far as differences go for the imperial tune is you want 15 PSI in both the front and rear tires. Then if we come over to the springs, you want 420 in the front and 616 in the rear. And finally in the aero tab, you want 179 in the front and 289 in the rear. So that's it as far as the differences go, so you can go ahead and apply all of these. Alright guys, so this has been a drag build and tune for the 2005 Ford Hot Wheels Mustang. So if you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe.